So it's Saturday, September 2nd morning. Elk season started last Monday. I've been out Monday and Wednesday evening. Haven't seen anything for elk. I've seen a lot of deer. Thought I'd try to film this morning's hunt a little bit and maybe give you a shot of where I'm sitting and what I'm doing. I heard some cow call this morning. I called a bit and they called me back, but I never did see them. They were a couple hundred yards over northwest that I heard. Now that it's about 8:30, it's been legal time for a couple hours now. I haven't seen anything moving through in about an hour. So I'm going to get out of here, but before I go, I'll give you one last look. And as I say that, I see a doe or something crossing a couple hundred yards down this fence line. Of course, this is a high traffic area where I'm at right now. There's a couple hundred yards, maybe not quite a quarter mile. And there's a cornfield, and then there's a bunch of slough with some hard packed stuff. Then a fence line that I'm sitting on now. Behind me is the bedding area. It's some real thick, nasty stuff in there. So as far as where I'm sitting this morning, apparently I've been sitting in a pile of cow shit. I didn't realize that until I just got up. It's all, yeah. It's been that kind of day. So I did see maybe 20 to 25 whitetail this morning. So I'll give you a shot of what I'm doing here. So that's the bit of a clearing. It's like there's a fence over here behind these little trees, property line. This clearing goes all the way down to his edge of property, goes up a little embankment that you can see down there, and down that way it drops off a bit, maybe 30 feet or so, and then levels out another slough down there. In behind this tree line is all slough, and then right about there it opens up and is a gap maybe 7,500 yards wide that then it carries on hardwood kind of cedar all the way back to his property line to where the cornfield is, and then there slough starts again and wraps around. You see the break in the trees. That's where the elk were calling this morning. Didn't hear any bugles, but I don't expect to for another week or two until the rut actually kicks in. But they were cow calling a bit, or at least answering my cow calls, but they wouldn't come play. I thought I was going to have some action this morning, but it did not pan out. It was about almost 7 o'clock this morning, I guess, when they started yapping at me. But like I said, they wouldn't come play, so I don't know. I didn't see them cross down there where the kind of hills up a little bit. So I don't know if they're bedded down in that area for the day, or if they looped up farther and crossed up higher. That's where my quad's parked, is down that way, maybe a quarter mile, a little farther. But I did see a lot of whitetail come through here. I saw, I think it was six or seven bucks come through, a lot of spikes and four corners and 3x3s. I got some footage of a 4x4, I think, that kind of went past me. 5 or 6 were within bow range, which is pretty exciting. Whitetail starts on Monday. I got two more days to wait, but it looks like there's a lot of action here. I sat here Monday evening and Wednesday evening and saw no less than 10 deer each day within range. Each night there's 3 or 4 bucks that came through. A lot of small young bucks, but I did see one monster of a beast Wednesday evening. He didn't come out. He wasn't within range. He stayed across the fence line while I was sitting there, but they were close to where my quad was. Wednesday was more of a scouting mission for me to see if the elk were crossing. I didn't see any, but I wasn't far from my quad either, so they were spooked. They could see it, and it spooked them a bit. They weren't too freaked out. Like I said, I wasn't looking for any action Wednesday where I was sitting as more of a scouting mission to see what was crossing where I sat. I sat up on top of that hill over there where I could see down where I am now and see another couple of yards to the west to the other side, so I could see what was moving and where they were. But everything was moving down this way that I could see, except for maybe 3 or 4 deer up on top of that hill where I was sitting. You might actually be able to see right there is a little natural blind that I was sitting in, and that buck was up there. Didn't want to come out. He was with a couple of the does, but he was there. I've got a game camera stuck in here. I'm just going to go grab that card and swap it out real quick, and we'll see what happens tonight and this weekend. It sounds like there's some in here. I may end up I may not sit in this spot tonight because, like I said, I don't think those elk crossed to the south of me over this way into this bush. I think they stayed over here, and I'm going to try to loop around them, get between them and the cornfield tonight. See if I can catch them going in to feed, and we'll see what happens. But there's a lot of whitetails in here. I've seen. I'm probably in the 50s now, 50 or so deer in 3 sits. And it bodes well for Monday. Monday's a holiday, so I'll be able to get in Monday morning, Monday night, do a little shooting. Maybe tag out, that'd be nice. And focus on the elk, but it sounds like the elk are here. At least some, at least one. And maybe, hopefully I can get my eyeballs on her, or them, don't care. First one by. But anyways, that's where I'm at. That's what's going on. Temperature was warm this morning. It was about 18 Celsius, but it's supposed to drop off. That's supposed to be the high. A little bit of rain, a little bit of storm coming through, and we'll see what happens. Mosquitoes are going to carry me away here this morning. My thermocell died on me, so that was unfortunate. But I will get it figured out and fixed by the time I get back in here, because the mosquitoes are thick in all this swamp. And I'll let you know. I'm going to try to film some more hunts tonight. I'm going to charge this battery up again. I'll move this video over, clear the card, and we'll go from there. We will see what happens. There you go. Wish me luck.